Unity in diversity in India. The title says that there is diversity in India, but the surprising fact is that there is unity in India. The word diversity means a range of different things or people. Unity means the state of being joined together or in agreement. Let's understand how there is unity in diversity in India. Let me read the first paragraph. Okay, the first paragraph is this. India, a country of many ethnic groups, is a land of myriad languages, a veritable babel of tongues, and numerous modes of apparel. For the most part, the continental dimensions of the country account for these variations and diversities. Besides, there are several religions, sects, and beliefs. But there are certain common links and uniting bonds that people have sought to develop in order to achieve the eminently desirable goal of unity amidst diversity. Okay, let's see what this paragraph says. India is a country of many ethnic groups. Here, ethnic groups are different races of people. India has several races of people. We have myriad languages. Look at the word myriad. It means many different languages. The writer says that there is a veritable babel of tongues. What does that mean? Let's look at the word babel first. Here, babel means the confusing sound of many voices talking together. This word actually came from the Bible story in which God punished the people who were trying to build a tower to reach heaven, which was called Tower of Babel. By making them unable to understand each other's language, God punished them. Now, as the people started speaking different languages, they could not understand each other, and their attempt to reach heaven was a failure. And though Indians from different states speak different languages, we do not have any confusion at all. That is why it is described as veritable, which is positive. Okay, and there are numerous modes of apparel. Here, numerous means too many, and modes means types. Now, we have different types of clothing worn by people all over the nation. And we have many variations and diversities in India because of the continental dimensions of the country. So what does that mean? It means India has most of the features of a continent. Now, these features account for these variations. Here, account for means be responsible for. It means these features are responsible for the variations we have. Though there are many religions and sections in India, the people of India have developed certain common links and uniting bonds to achieve unity in diversity. Now, these common links and uniting bonds keep us united and they bring us together. What are they? What are those common links? Yes, they are our cultural heritage, festivals, sports. Achieving unity in diversity is described as eminently desirable goal. It means an extremely wanted goal. That is what we want, unity. Let's look at paragraph 2 now. It is true that superficial observers are likely to be bewildered by the astonishing variety of Indian life. Now, they fail to discover the one in many, the individual in the aggregate, and the simple in the composite. With them, the whole is lost in its parts. What is needed is the superior interpretation, synthesis of the power of the mind that can give rise to a vision of the whole. Let's understand this one. There are two types of observers, superficial observers and superior observers. Superficial means not studying carefully. Superficial observers do not study deeply and carefully. So, they are bewildered by the surprising variety of Indian life. Bewildered means totally confused. They are totally confused. The astonishing variety, the surprising variety confuses them because they do not study Indian diversity carefully. What happens as a result? As a result, they do not discover three things. And let us see what they are. They do not discover the one in many. It means they do not understand that though there are many races, religions, cultures, etc., there is oneness among the people of India. They don't know that. And they do not discover the individual in the aggregate. It means they cannot realize that each individual in India has got certain importance and recognition. And the third one, they do not discover the simple in the composite. It means that superficial observers think that it is complicated to understand how the nation runs. They fail to notice that it is simple to understand. Now, let's see what kind of observation is needed to understand the facts about Indian diversity. Now, we need to have the power of synthesis. We need to have the power to put the ideas together. When observers study Indian diversity carefully, they understand all the things about our diversity in India, and then they can put all those parts together and then understand how Indian diversity works, how Indian diversity brings unity among those people of India. Let's look at the third paragraph now. A keen penetrating insight will not fail to recognize the fundamental unity beneath the manifold variety in India. The diversity itself, far from being a damaging cause of disunity and weakness, is a fertile source of strength and wealth. Sir Herbert Risley has rightly observed, beneath the manifold diversity of physical and social types, languages, customs, and religions, which strike the observer in India, there can still be discerned a certain underlying uniformity of life from the Himalayas to Cape Comorin. Okay, let's understand what it means. The writer says, a keen penetrating insight will not fail to understand the fundamental unity beneath the manifold variety in India. Here, penetrating means going deep, and insight means understanding. Now, observers need deep understanding to recognize the unity in India. In other words, penetrating insight means keen or superior observation. Let's talk about what diversity usually means, or what diversity usually does, and what the diversity in India brings. If you look at the lines once again, the diversity itself, far from being a damaging cause of disunity and weakness, is a fertile source of strength and wealth. Here, diversity usually causes disunity and weakness, but Indian diversity is far from that fact. It actually brings strength and wealth. Here, fertile means producing good results. Indian diversity produces great results like strength and wealth. That is our strength and that is our wealth. Herbert Risley, a historian, says that beneath the manifold diversity of physical and social types, languages, customs, and religions which strike the observer in India, there can still be discerned a certain underlying uniformity of life from the Himalayas to Cape Comorin. Now, it means though different languages, customs, and religions attract the observers, strike the observers in India, they can still see that life is still the same from the Himalayas to Cape Comorin. So, Cape Comorin is another name for Kanyakumari. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, life is almost the same, more or less the same. That is very special about Indian diversity. Okay, that's the end of this first part, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching.